Now, after leading a legendary group, and as well as you mentioned, having spent playing guitar for Jimmy Rogers, you decided to create your own band, which is Nick Mossy Flip Tops. Did you find it difficult at all to transition from playing with other people to going out and actually forming your own band?
No, the difficult part was getting people to give me a gig. You know, I played with, you know, a lot of guys, you know, prestigious names, but I came to find out that they don't really care who you played with, you know.
As long as you're good.
Exactly, and if they don't know you, chances are you're going to have a harder time getting them to find out who you are. But I was lucky enough to have a few places give me a shot, give me a chance, and word started spreading that, oh, it was all right, it's pretty good, man. And, you know, word spreads, and, you know, you just plug away. You know, I always say, you know, they say it's a jungle out there, but I carry a machete. I'll hack my way there. I'll find the light somewhere.
Well, to be honest, that's how you get people being familiar with you, and it probably gets easier getting there, am I correct? Because you start gaining a reputation as a good act. I don't know personally, but
no, you're absolutely right. That's exactly what you do. You gotta go out there, keep plugging away. Sometimes you're playing to 2 people, sometimes you're playing to 100 people, sometimes you play to 1,000 people, and sometimes you play to nobody. And there's nights you know, even today, you know, I'm still here and there, man. I'll play one night and I'll have 300-400 people around. The next night I'll play maybe 5 people there. You know, you just plug away and do the best you can and hope that people are listening and enjoying and they tell someone else. You know, but there's all kind of variables, man. If people ain't got money these days right now, the economy's bad, and so you know you're working against a lot of things, you know. But I will say this, you know, especially in this economy, I think we got probably one of the safest jobs around, you know.
Now, your website lists a lot of equipment that you use for recording and touring, and on there it lists a lot of sort of a fondness for Gibson Les Pauls and a lot of brands of Fender like Jaguar and Jazzmaster. Is there anything particularly that draws you to them, or do you just happen to just like the sound?
Well, certain guitars to me always sound better, you know, for certain songs. You know, I know artists out there that have had the same guitar for 30, 40 years, man, and will not put another guitar in their hands. And some guys, I know guys that'll have 20 guitars and plug in, you know, and still have the same tone on all 20 guitars, which makes no sense to me. I don't know, I get really bored real fast, real easy, and, you know, I vary up my tone from song to song. I mean, throughout the night when I'm playing live, I mean, you'll see me going back and messing with my amp to change the settings on my amp for different songs, and it's the same way with guitars, man. I hear in my head a song the way I want to do it, and I have an idea of, well, this guitar would be great with a Telecaster, this guitar would be great with a Strat or a Jazzmaster, and so, man, I have, like, I guess what I'm saying is I have no particular favorite. I just, you know, I love guitars. I'm a collector, and you know, they're my babies. You know, I just grab whatever I can, and you know, you might see me in a month, and I won't even have the guitars I have with me. I'll have some other ones just because, I got bored with these already.
I guess also whatever works for the song.
Exactly.
Now, I'm sorry, I keep saying now, but anyway, you played at a lot of very prestigious blues venues, including Chan's, which is a Rhode Island club that actually is included on 2 live albums you released, and also Buddy Guy's club Legends, which is in Chicago Blues' hometown. Of all the major places you played, is there any particular favorites that you have?
You know, obviously, I really love playing at Buddy Guy's. That's my home away from home. But to be honest, you know, we've been all over the world playing. I've been doing this for 20 years. Willie, my piano player, has been doing this for over 30 years, and Bob, my drummer's been doing this for over 30 years. So sometimes, days and nights run into each other, and clubs start looking the same, and venues start looking the same. I love going overseas. I'm a history buff too, so I like to walk, cities and World War I and World War II kind of stuff, and I like to find out about that stuff. But as far as like a favorite venue, there's so many venues I haven't played yet. I couldn't make an educated, statement to say which one is my favorite yet. Ask me when I'm 80.
That's probably a better answer than even just listing one specifically.
Yeah.
Now, are there any kind of music, other than what you play now, that you want to experiment with in the future at all?
I love roots-based music. Any kind of American roots-based music has always been a favorite of mine, and I love blues. I'm never gonna, when I made this new album, this was kind of my experiment. This latest album, Privilege, because I'd never done a rock record or even showed anyone like this side of me, because I've been labeled for the last at least 10 years as a traditional blues torchbearer, and it's not that I'm not proud of that. In fact, I'm very proud, because I come from Chicago and I learned from these guys, and I take it very seriously. The music that they put out before me all these years, and it has a special place in my heart. So to ask me, what I want to experiment with, I think this latest album is probably more of an experiment than I've ever done. And as far as the future, I love jazz. I wouldn't say that I'm, a very proficient jazz player. I mean, I can hang on stage with a couple songs with some guys, stuff like this, man. This is, blues to me, and Wes Montgomery and Kenny Burrell kind of stuff. I like to do an album in that vein, or like I play at home. We do like a little organ trio with my drummer and a really great Hammond B3 player, a guy named Eric Michaels at home. And we have a lot of fun doing that. I would love to do a little organ trio album, something like that.
That's something I'm not gonna lie, I would actually love to hear on record.
Yeah, well, man, that's some of my favorite stuff. It really is. Some of my favorite stuff to listen to when I'm at home.